DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I have a project share. This is a junk journal trifold, or a trifold junk journal that I created, and I used a kit from My Porch Prints. They are an Etsy shop. If you are not familiar with them, they have a lot of different kits for different seasons, different occasions, and I absolutely love them. They're like one of my favorite junk journal resources, and I do buy from them quite often. And if you check my channel, I have quite a few project shares utilizing them, and most times I'm actually using their kit. So this is their almost autumn kit. I purchased this in August. I believe that's when it was released. But I've been working on this project since August. It definitely does not take that long, but I love how it turned out. So like I said, it is a trifold, and I went ahead and made this little ribbon or trim dangle on here, and I love it. This was just a bunch of different trims that I had in my stash, and then this little charm right here I purchased off of, I believe this is from Amazon. It was like a bunch of different charms that I had, so this was just really quick. I wanted something to hang off, but that will be I wanted something that would hang off of this that would also be detachable. Okay, now here is what the cover looks like. And the one thing I love the most about this project was that, you know, we all get hung up on covers, right? Like, what image is going to be the best cover? And the way that I did this, I was able to pretty much just see all of my favorite images in here, and they wouldn't be covered up. So I will definitely from here on out be making my own junk journal trifolds just like this, because it takes me so long to decide on a cover because I like all of the images, and I'm like, I really don't want to cover them up. So the idea of this particular one is not an original idea of my own. I found another YouTuber's video that was similar to this, so I used hers as inspiration for mine. And I don't remember at the time of filming what her name is, but I will have to go back and add that information to the description box. So it was definitely not an original idea. I was truly inspired by someone else, and I love how this worked out. So here we have the cover, and the butterfly, I added glossy accents to it. I also use stickles to help give the sunflower some dimension. And then here is some burlap ribbon that I added to this. Love that. And then this junk journal, well, the word is also a part of the kit, and I just used glossy accents. So I love how it's flat. It's all still, basically the majority of this is paper, but you have your different textures in here from the stickles and the glossy accents. And then I absolutely just love how the back is basic, but you know, you can still enjoy it. So this is just gorgeous no matter what angle you are looking at it. Okay, so this is pretty much what it will look like opened all up, and all of the trims, or the majority of the trims, are just some that I had in my stash, and I'm almost positive they are most likely from Hobby Lobby. Okay, here's another one of those images that I absolutely loved, but when I printed double-sided, it was one of those, it was possible it would get covered up. And so what I did was, I wanted more texture in this. I added tulle over top of this, and then I went ahead in with some more ribbon, and I love this image. I still get to enjoy it, and the tulle adds more texture elements to this journal. I did do a simple stitch or binding, I guess you could say, for this journal. I used some elastic band and just tied it right down the middle of this book. So that way, when I get done writing in it, if I want to save this, all I have to do is just trim this, print some more pages out double-sided, and then I can reuse this thing next year. Okay. And that was another reason why I loved it. It was very simple. I was able to use a lot of the different elements and I didn't get hung up on such a big project. I did use one of the tags from the kit and I stitched and inked and attached it to the book. So right here, what I did was, this is like a trifold tag. And I used the Almost Autumn kit, but I also used the coffee papers as well, so that I didn't have to take the time to coffee stain my papers or tea stain them. So I did use her coffee papers and just, again, print it double-sided, did some inking, tie this, and now I have even more writing space. Okay, and I guess this could also be used like a Lapbook as well, but it's very flat, so sending this out wouldn't be too costly. Another tag from the kit, and I did print double-sided on this. I love this so much. I mean, this kit was gorgeous, and these colors are definitely some that I enjoy. Now, as far as these leaves here, they are like those wood stickers from Dollar Tree. I just went ahead and painted, stained that one, added some glitter. The hello and fall, again, are words from the kit. I just stitched them on, added lace behind it. This is trim from Joann's. And then I did stitch around the tag. And I love this. I don't know how many times I can say I love the simplicity of this. But the fact that there was so much ephemera with this kit, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just grab whatever. And then I'm going to go ahead and just enjoy the different ephemera pieces as I write on everything and use it up. This was actually from another Etsy shop, Mrs. Cogs Crafts. And I have a bunch of her different sentiment sayings and seasonal sayings. So this one says, I would rather sit on a pumpkin and have it all to myself than be crowded on a velvet cushion. This was awesome. I didn't print double-sided, but I did ink around it. So I think it's still perfect. It's not too stark of a white background. Here's another one of those ephemera pieces from this kit. I did go ahead and write on this double-sided. And then we have another big tag. So anytime you get pieces like this where you enjoy the image, but you're like, do I really want to make it a tag? Just have it as journaling spaces for your journals. Here's another tag, I believe. Yes, I did print double-sided on this one again using those coffee papers. Simple little ribbon. Now, this was another thing that was included in a kit. And at first, what I wanted to do was just stitch across the top and just make it a flip top notepad. But I realized for me, simple stuff like this, I like to be able to just freely write, flip it over. So I just printed a stack of these. Some of them have different images on them. But again, I just printed these double-sided. And then now I can just write on these, put them up. And then here are two other ephemera pieces. And this is not even like a third of the ephemera pieces that were included in this. But here's two postcards. And I printed on the back of these using, I believe this is 110-pound cardstock. And then these are just regular printer papers that I have. And then I did ink around my edges. Now this tag, this came with a bunch of different like pockets and stuff. I really do feel like you get more bang for your buck, and the recent kits that they've come out with, you getting even more with it. So I love it, and they always have different coupons. I love how this was stitched around it, and then I used one of my hole punches to cut that out instead of using my scissors to cut it. So I love this so much. Can't wait to dive in and use it. And hopefully you all were inspired by this little project share. Hopefully you all are having an amazing autumn. thus far. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I will have the link to My Porch Prints as well as Mrs. Cogs Crafts, if I can remember, to link all of this in the description box, as well as the, I have to find a video that inspired this project. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.